Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebel Baseball tonight. It's Championship Saturday here in the Jones Invitational, the Bo Duran Tournament here from Jones tonight, as it's the Silo Rebels, the five-time defending state champions in Class 2A, taking on the defending Class 3A state champion Washington Warriors tonight in this championship contest. Hi again, everybody. Kevin Farr along with my main man, Asher Ledrick, on commentary. And this should be an outstanding contest. These two teams have swept through the competition in this one of the top tournaments in the Class 2A and 3A ranks in the state of Oklahoma here in Jones, and meeting in the championship game here tonight. As I mentioned, both teams looking to defend state championships here in this contest. Washington won the 3A state title a year ago and returns a solid crew led by Tennessee signee Cam Bates at shortstop. He's the leader for the Warriors, while the Rebels are going to send out their Oklahoma State signee on the mound tonight. It's Kyler Proctor getting the start pitching-wise for the Rebels here this evening. Proctor making his first start in 2 weeks. In fact, it was actually 2 weeks ago tonight. The Rebels in the finals of the Rattan tournament when Proctor defeated Roth in that championship game and picked up the victory for Silo in that contest. He has not made an appearance on the mound in a game since. So it should be pretty fresh for this evening's outing. Take a look at the lineups here in just a moment. Rebels line up a pretty familiar look in the field. And at the plate, as I mentioned, Proctor getting the start on the mound. Washington is going to go with the youngster, Cale Brakefield, on the mound here tonight, but they do have their ace, Marlon Moore, in reserve. A couple, I was talking to Coach Colbeth before the game, and as he mentioned, he's got a couple of big district contests coming up on Monday and Tuesday, and didn't want to use Marlon Moore up in this contest with those big district games coming up against Lindsay on Monday and Tuesday for the Warriors. So we may see more in relief, though, at some point tonight. So expecting a outstanding contest here tonight, Asher, and two of the top programs in the state here matching up.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, should be a good contest. Washington defeated Heritage Hall, another powerhouse yesterday in the semifinals, 9-5. Heritage Hall was the winner in the third place game earlier as they knocked off Jones in that third place game. The Rebels got the bats going. It'd been, I've kind of been in a offensive slumber over the last, pretty much since that Rattan tournament. And finally broke out last night, and they really swung it well last night. I was talking to Coach Bowen. He was pretty pleased with the offensive performance as they squared up a ton of balls yesterday, ended up with an 11-0 dominant win over Jones in that contest, trying to carry that over here tonight. But they were really scorching the baseball last night, Asher.
Yeah, they were.
I guess I mean Easton Ford. He had a heck of a night, a couple hits, and the one time he did not get a hit.
Yeah, but it was still. I mean, that was still really good.
Yeah.
Like that was really lucky. Just went. That probably hurt his hand really bad when he caught it.
Hit a laser at the shortstop, and as Asher said, might have hurt his hand. It was that ball was smoked off the bat of Ford on that one. We'll see. Waiting for the teams to take the. Actually, we're waiting on the umpires. I think the Rebels are going to be the home team in this contest, as Kyler Proctor He's loosening up down by the silo dugout to our right here this evening. Here at Rowlett Field in Jones. Beautiful evening for baseball. The wind has shifted a little bit. It's actually first couple days was blowing out of the northeast. Now it's kind of out of the southeast. The flag there in left center field. As not a whole lot of wind, as when it does kick up a little bit, looks like it's out of the southeast, but not much here this evening. As I mentioned, beautiful day for baseball, and looks like the Rebels are going to be the home team, as Washington has on the batting helmets down there, as they get set to bat here in the first inning. So Silo will take the field once the umpires get out here. Get that lineup in for the Warriors now. As I said, Cale Brakefield will be the starting pitcher for Washington. And gets the call to try to see what he can do to slow down the Rebel bats that were just on fire in that contest yesterday. For the Warriors, they'll start with Sutton Moore leading off, and he is a junior, a Tulane commit. Already committed to Tulane University, and he bats leadoff, has good speed in the leadoff position. Marlon Moore hits second for the Warriors. Excuse me. Cam Bates, the 3-hole. He is the defending 3A State Player of the Year. Proctor was the State Player of the Year in 2A a year ago. Bates was the State Player of the Year in 3A, leading Washington to the state title. He is signed with the University of Tennessee, and he will be a volunteer next year for Tennessee. Batting in the 4 position is Kane Springer. He's the catcher, and he has signed with Murray State College. And he bats cleanup as, well, here comes the umpires, and we're just about set for the, they'll meet with the coaches out there at home plate. Batting 5th for Washington is Dax McCaskill. He's a junior playing first base. Jake Wells, a senior, is the DH, bats 6th. Hitting 7th is Nate Roberts. He plays the left field. Roberts, he's a sophomore, but already has several D1 football offers, does Roberts. Hitting 8th is Cade Norman, playing third base, and hitting 9th will be the center fielder, Mason Thomas, for the Washington Warriors. And the umpires out there talking about the head coaches. Things straight before the start of this one. Silo comes in 14-4 on the season, ranked number 1 in Class 2A. There's no rankings in Class 3A, but Washington 18-2, the record for the Warriors. Their only losses came on a spring break trip to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Lost to Tuscaloosa County, a big school out of Alabama. And then they fell to Elgin in the Marlowe tournament just about a week and a half ago. Rebels bounce back from 2 straight losses with the win on Thursday, 11-1 over Comanche, and then routed Jones last night, 11-0, to get to this title contest. And the Rebels ready to take the field now. And get this one underway here in the championship game from the Bo Dern Invitational in Jones tonight here on SidleRebels.tv and across the Squirtle Network. Proctor out there waiting on a game ball to take his warm-up tosses off the mound. As I mentioned, Kyler, he has not made an appearance on the mound in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks ago today, when he knocked off Roth 3-2 in the finals of the Rattan tournament, and Proctor got the win in that contest. Mentioning Roth, the Rebels and the Tigers will square off once again on Tuesday in a regular season meeting in Roth. That's coming up on Tuesday, 5 p.m. the start time. We'll have it for you here on SidleRebels.tv on Tuesday evening, 5 p.m. from Roth, and for that contest. Should be another good showdown. As Proctor getting set to go on the season, he has a 2-0 record, making his third appearance. 10 innings pitched for Kyler. He has allowed 4 runs on 5 hits, struck out 15 and walked 6, a 2.80 earned run average. But both his outings have been against some fierce competition, as his first one came in Florida when he pitched against the defending Pennsylvania state champions and won that contest, and then knocked off Roth in that game at Rattan. So we're set to go, and here we go as Proctor's out there ready for the first pitch of this one. And it apparently misses low for a ball. Now, same umpire we had back on Thursday, and a lot of delayed calls as that pitch is swung on and fouled off the right side. That's going to get out of play as we are underway here. Sutton Moore, the batter. And the count at 1-1. Next pitch, just misses inside with the fastball. Count goes to 2-1. Here's Proctor's next one. It's high for ball 3. So trying to get dialed in out there as the throw back to the mound got away that time. Moore has outstanding speed if he gets on. The Warriors stole a ton of bases yesterday in the semifinals, and that pitch low for ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk to Sutton Moore, and that's going to bring Marlon Moore to the plate. So a runner on, and as I mentioned, outstanding speed at first base. We'll see what the Rebels do to try to defense that. May see several pickoff throws, and here comes the first. Now Proctor's ready to go against Marlon Moore, who squares, pulls back, and takes a pitch low for a ball. There's a snap throw to first, but not in time as the runner gets back. Ball bounced away briefly from Easton Ford. So Proctor may have to shake off a little bit of rust here. And here's a snap throw to first, and it gets by. Into foul ground. Moore's headed to second as the errant pickoff throw. It was a quick snap throw, and but just wide of the bag, and that allows Sutton Moore to get down to second base. So just like that, the Warriors threatening to take the lead. Moore at second. Marlon Moore squares, bunts, foul. So 1-1 the count. Proctor checks the runner, and Moore squares again. Back to Proctor. He goes to third. Here's the throw, and in time to get the out on the tag by Charlie Gardner at third base. Moore immediately broke, and Coach Coleman, I don't know if he totally agreed with that one, but Proctor was quickly hopped off the mound to field that and throws to third in time for the out. There's one gone on the out at first base off the failed sacrifice bunt attempt. And here's a pickoff, and he's out. Pick the runner off. Back-to-back plays. The Rebels get 2 outs out of it. Quick snap throw over there, and Marlon Moore is picked off, and that's going to slow down the running game a little bit, as the Warriors were swiping bases right and left yesterday. Here's the pitch to Cam Bates is fouled off. And a swing and miss. Oh and 2 now the count. Bates swings on that one and fouls it back. Bates, a University of Tennessee signee. Count 0 and 2. Here's the next one from Proctor, and it's in the dirt. Trying to get him to chase there. 2 nice defensive plays by the Rebels to get those 2 outs, Asher.
Yeah. It wasn't very hard when Kyler tried to throw this third base, but when he got to first base, it wasn't hard. It was.
Here's the next pitch, fouled off the right side, and Easton Ford makes the grab, but he is behind the dugout when he catches it, and well, now the umpires are discussing whether that's going to count or not. They were counting everything that was caught behind the dugout back on Thursday, and they're going to wave it off. Ford caught it behind the dugout. Kind of an odd setup here at Jones, as there's a lot of room in foul territory, and it circles back behind the dugout. Now they're discussing it with Coach Bowen out there at home plate. But as I mentioned on Thursday, there was a catch back there that was counted for an out, and I think that's what Coach Bowen is discussing with the umpire. Still talking about it. And I don't think he's going to win the argument here, as it's just going to go as a foul ball. So the count's still 1 and 2 here to Cam Bates. The Washington offensive leader. And Proctor's pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. So after all that, it just took 1 pitch to get the out, as Proctor gets him looking. The Oklahoma State signee against the Tennessee signee, and Proctor wins that first battle to end the first half inning. For Washington, no runs, no hits. There was an error, and nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the first. No score here from Jones. Ready to go here, bottom of the first inning. Sato coming to bat for the first time. Washington out in the field wearing the all black tonight. They've got the black with the white pinstripes. Kind of a zebra look.
Yeah. Their jerseys are nice, though. I like how all those stripes for all of them. It looks like old-fashioned jerseys.
Now the pinstripe look by the Warriors out there. And for the Rebels, it's going to be Connor Proctor, Connor Cordell, and Easton Ford to start things off here offensively. Proctor coming off a two-hit night last night against Jones as he drove in 3 runs in the contest. Had that big 2-out hit that really kind of got things going in the second inning. So Proctor comes into tonight's game, leads the team with a .438 average, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs, and 15 RBIs on the season for Proctor as he steps in against Brakefield. The youngster on the mound for Washington, and here's his first pitch. It's outside for a ball. See, they've got Proctor slightly played to pull, and that pitch is low, ball 2. Have to get adjusted to this zone from the umpire here, as that pitch is a strike call. Got that 2-0 in there as Proctor taking all the way that time. Now Brakefield shakes the sign. Now he's got the one he wants. Here's the pitch, and it bounces away from the catcher to the backstop. 3-1 now the count. Here comes Brakefield's next delivery. Swung on and just got a piece of that one. Looked like it was an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, if he caught it, he would have probably hit it.
Yeah, Proctor, he was out in front that time. So the count goes full. And here's Brakefield's payoff pitch. It's inside for ball 4. Up and in to Proctor. He draws the leadoff walk. Similar situation to what happened in the top half of the first inning, but Washington failed to score. Proctor heads to first base, leads the team with 12 stolen bases. Definitely a threat to run. Cordell at the plate, handles the bat well. And he'll watch the first pitch for a strike. Connor Cordell on the season now hitting at .364, 6 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. And here's a quick throw to first. Proctor's back in safely. Warriors worried about Proctor over there at first. Here's Brakefield's next pitch. It's in the dirt. Proctor breaks for second. Here's the throw. It's not in time, and he's in there at second base, and, well, may have jammed something there. So he's maybe a little hobbled, but no, he says he's fine. Ball was in the dirt, and Proctor read it immediately and broke for second. So now in scoring position with nobody out. Cordell, an RBI opportunity here. The 1-1 pitch, and it squares and takes it just a little bit outside for a ball. Rebels' execution last night was near to perfection in the win. And he squares again and bunts. Going to be fielded by Brakefield. Throwing to first, second baseman over to cover, and they get the out on the sacrifice. Proctor moves over to third base on the sacrifice bunt there by Cordell. Marlon Moore got over there to cover. Brings Easton Ford to the plate. Easton, a couple hits, 4 RBIs last night, has retaken the team lead in RBIs with 22. He's got another opportunity here as he swings on this one and drives it into right field for a hit. The Rebels lead 1-0 on an RBI single by Easton Ford. Took that outside fastball and drove it into right for the hit. And Silo's on the board. Didn't waste any time there, Asher.
No. It didn't look very fast, but he probably just swung at it and got a single.
Went after the first pitch and drove it into right. So the Silo has taken the lead. 1-0, and the next batter is Carter Parker. That's Easton's 23rd RBI of the season. Came in hitting .380. Parker just behind him at .366 on the season and 21 RBIs. 6 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It swung on and pulled just foul past the bag at third. The third baseman, Cade Norman, was trying to get over there and snag that one, but it hooked just foul. Yeah, now 1-1. Here's the next pitch to Parker. Delayed steal, headed to second base. Ford slides in, and he's out. Well, the second baseman looked like they might have caught him napping briefly, but Easton, not the fleetest of foot on the delayed steal call, and Moore got over there just in time to snag that one before he got into center field, makes the tag. It was a called strike. May have been a hit and run.
He should have just did it second.
No.
First, I meant.
Well, he was running on the delayed steal. It may have been a hit and run, but Parker took it for a strike, and that pitch misses for a ball. Here comes the next one from Brakefield, and just missed off the outside corner. Runs the count full here to Carter Parker. 2 down in the opening inning. Now Brakefield taking a lot of time, and Parker's going to call time at the plate. Pitch is swung on and popped foul and out of play off the right side. So Parker spoils that 3-2 pitch. See what Brakefield does on this one. And still trying to get the sign. Now he's got it. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on, lined up the middle for a base hit. And Brakefield barely got his head out of the way. That was a missile headed back up the middle. So Parker with the line single right up the middle brings Josh Trout to the plate. Center fielder way back there. He is playing just about 10 feet in front of the wall out there in the center. Here's the first pitch to Trout, and it's taken for a strike call. Josh hitting, having a good spring. .410 on the season, has 3 doubles, 11 RBIs. Parker leads away. It's first. Here's the next pitch. It's outside. Tried the off speed and missed that time.
I don't think the center fielder even recognizes he's way that far.
Well, he's way out there. But he does have a pretty good speed. Thomas in center. Mason Thomas, the center fielder out there. Quick throw to first, not in time as Parker was back in. Here's the next one, swung on by Trout, and he hits it towards center, and that's going to drop in. Well, just as we talked about it, Asher, center fielder is playing out near the wall, and Trout just dumps that one in front of him, as didn't matter how much speed Thomas had on that one.
Well, if he was closer, he'd probably catch it.
Yeah, he might have had a shot. Now he's not quite as deep this time. So the single by Trout puts 2 on with 2 outs, brings Sawyer Reddick to the plate. And Sawyer takes the first pitch just off the outside corner for a ball. Sawyer looking for a big 2-out hit here. 154 the average on the season. He's got a couple of doubles, so he does have some pop. Got robbed of a big hit last night. Remember that spectacular dive and catch in center?
Yeah.
As a swing and miss.
He was probably shocked how he caught that. They were doing amazing in the outfield that day, though.
Yeah. Pretty nice catches last night. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's a strike call.
Kind of went right past him a little bit.
So count now 1-2. Reddick trying to come through here and add to the lead. Pitch from Brakefield. It's in the dirt and blocked, but alertly heading to third base was Parker as he makes it to third on that one. Trout stays at first. He read the pitch in the dirt there. So the wild pitch, Parker advances down 90 feet away at third base. So 2-2 now. And the pitch to Reddick this time is low for ball 3. So that'll give Trout a head start at first base. Josh has pretty good speed for a catcher. Should be going on the pitch. A payoff delivery swung on, grounded to short. Up with it is Bates. He goes to second for the force as they get it there just in time ahead of Trout. And that'll be the inning. So the Rebels score a run in the first inning. On 3 hits. No errors and a couple left. We move to the second frame. It's Sada 1 and Washington nothing here from the Jones Tournament Championship on SiloRebels.tv. So 1 inning in the books here from the Bo Dern Invitational, and it's the Rebels up by a run here in this showdown of defending state champions. Silo in 2A, Washington from 3A. It's going to be Kane Springer to lead off this inning for the Warriors. Springer, a Murray State College signee. Big guy up there at the plate, batting in the 4-hole as he swings on the first pitch and fouls it back to the screen. Proctor ready to go. Roxton fires, and that one's low for a ball. Comes the next one from Kyler, and it's down Broadway for strike 2 as Springer watches that one at the knees. A 1-2 pitch and check swing. He went around, strike 3. Got him on the inside fastball. Springer tried to hold up but could not. That's strikeout number 2 for Proctor. Brings to the plate Dax McCaskill. McCaskill's a junior, and the first pitch upstairs for a ball. Here's Proctor's next delivery. It's high as well. So defensively for the Rebels is Charlie Gardner at third base. Carter Parker plays shortstop. Britton Salisbury at second base. Easton Ford at first. Proctor's next pitch, and it's low in the dirt. 3-0. So 3 straight out of the zone after getting the strikeout of Springer. Proctor's next delivery. It's high for ball 4. Still trying to get settled in out there is Proctor. Walk in the last inning did not end up hurting him. He's going to bring Jake Wells to the plate. Wells, a senior. And the first pitch to him is high and away for a ball. For the Rebels in the outfield, Connor Cordell in left, Xander Marshall in center. And Colby Smith plays right as snap throw to first, not in time as McCaskill is back in. Josh Trout behind the plate for Silo. Once again here tonight. Proctor's next delivery, it's low. And it's going to draw a visit to the mound from Coach Billy Jack Bowen. I talked about Proctor may still be shaking off a little bit of rust now. 20 pitches into this one, but his first appearance, mound appearance in a game here in 2 weeks. Now the talk is over. The whole infield was out there on the mound. So Wells will step back in. 2-0 the count to the senior designated hitter. The pitch right there for a strike called. Came with the fastball. Wells was taking all the way. Proctor with the snap throw again to first, and McCaskill's back in. He's already picked off one. Washington probably not taking too many chances now. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Challenged him on that fastball.
It was a bit early, a little bit.
Yeah, mano-y-mano there as the next one just missed off the corner. It's 3-2. Wells struck out 3 times yesterday on high fastballs. We'll see. They're getting a fastball here, and it's low for ball 4. Runner was going. He took off early, did McCaskill, on that 3-2 pitch, and it was low for ball 4. And that'll bring Nate Roberts to the plate. Roberts just a sophomore, but he's a good-looking sophomore up there. Has several D1 football offers already. As a strike called on the first pitch. Couple of walks, 2 on with 1 out for Washington. Threatening here in the second. The pitch from Proctor. It's in the dirt, but nicely blocked by Trout. Evens the count at 1-1. McCaskill at second. Wells at first. Proctor's pitch swung on, and it's fouled at the plate. Got him in the box. Proctor managed to work out of trouble in the first inning with some nice defensive plays. See what they can do here. Look at second, the 1-2, and just missed off the corner. Outside for a ball. He came with the curveball there. Evens the count at 2-2. Kyler's next delivery swung on and hit on the ground toward first base, but that one was foul as well, off the leg of Roberts apparently, or off the foot there. We'll try it again. The 2-2 pitch swung on, and it's lofted toward second, or short, and on a bounce, fielded by Parker, goes to third, and it's just in time. Oh, my. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
Thought he might have beat that, but it was bounced. It looked like the runner had to hold for a second, make sure that one was going to drop. It did right in front of Parker, and he quickly went to third, and Gardner covering on the bag gets the out on the force at third base. Two down. And the next batter, Cade Norman, will foul off the first pitch. So, Rebels benefactor of the nice bounce on that one, as that pitch to Norman called the ball. Count now 1-1. Here's Proctor's next delivery. It's inside with the fastball. 2-1 the count. Check second, pitch home, swung on, and it's hit foul and out of play off the right side. Well, the Warriors are definitely battling here in the second inning, and they, if nothing else, they're running Proctor's pitch count up some. Here's the next pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him with the breaking ball. Caught him looking there. I think he was expecting fastball, Asher, but he gets the breaking ball, and it's called strike 3. Proctor gets out of the jam. Washington, no runs, no hits. They leave 2 after the walks. But Proctor works out of it once again. His 3rd strikeout of the evening. We move on to the bottom of the 2nd inning with Silo up 1-0. It's the bottom of the order for Silo coming up here in the 2nd. 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Kevin Farr along with my main man Asher Ludwig on commentary from AsherLudwigSports.com. Like them new T-shirts, Asher.
Yeah. She Gone shirts.
Yeah, She Gone shirts.
And also my Bangarang shirts and basketball.
Yeah, you can order off the website, AsherLudwigSports.com, as a swing and miss by Charlie Gardner, the leadoff batter here, facing Brakefield. As Charlie comes in hitting a .267, he's got a double, 4 RBIs. Next pitch, and that's an off-speed breaking ball that drops in there for strike 2. To the count here to the junior Gardner. Brakefield's next pitch swung on, and that is fouled. Off the right side, not a play. Now Brakefield's still taking a lot of time out there, getting the sign he wants. And here's the pitch outside. Misses for a ball. And the next one comes back in. Ball 2. See if they go back outside this time. Next pitch from Brakefield, swung on, and it's lofted in the air. Pretty well hit to right, but back is the right fielder and going to make the grab more. Looked like he might have got fooled for a second. Turned a couple of different ways as that ball continued to carry, but able to make the catch about 5 feet in front of the wall out there. There's one out. Brings Brent Salisbury to the plate, and he watches the first pitch outside for a ball. On the season, Britton hitting at .381. And he'll take the next one, low and inside. Salisbury with a double, a triple, 5 RBIs. We'll start tonight here at second base as that one low and outside, gets to the backstop. 3-0, the count.
Probably have a chance to get walked. Maybe.
Probably taking here on 3-0. See if Brakefield can get one in there. And that one, nope, misses inside. Looked pretty close, but not given too many corners tonight at the plate. Salisbury's aboard with a walk. Britton's got a dandy .517 on base percentage. That's the 8th time he's been walked this season. And the first pitch to Xander Marshall gets by to the backstop. And Salisbury will motor down to second. It's going to draw a visit to the mound from Coach Colbeth. for Washington. So the wild pitch moves Salisbury into scoring position. Xander Marshall up for the first time tonight. Xander batting at .310, the senior center fielder. He's got a double, 5 RBIs, scored 11 runs. Xander's on-base percentage in the 9-hole at .459.
He's mostly got walked and hit it by pitch.
He's been walked 7 times as well. So trying to get aboard here and give Proctor a shot with 2 runners aboard. Meeting is over. Brakefield ready to go. Out of the stretch. Salisbury with the big lead at second. The ball bounces in. And Salisbury started to go to third, but scampered back. He's got a big lead. He had a massive lead that last time. Here's Brakefield. Checks the runner now, and the pitch home, and it's low and away. Here's a pickoff attempt from the catcher at second base as Salisbury dives back in just in time. The catcher saw the same thing I did Springer, and he fired down to second immediately, but Salisbury is able to get back in safely. 3-0 the count. Take will be on here to Marshall, and he watches that one low for ball 4. So here we go, back-to-back walks, and it's Connor Proctor headed to the plate. Proctor, a chance to help his own cause right here. One down, and a balk is called. They call a balk on the pitcher. Brakefield is called for a balk. Started his motion and then stopped, apparently, according to the home plate umpire. So he calls the balk. Runners will advance to second and third. Now 2 in scoring position for Proctor. We'll see if they pitch to him here. A base open. Proctor, the Rebels' leading hitter. And the pitch from Brakefield, and it's off speed on the outside corner for a strike call. First pitch curveball that time. I would be surprised if he sees a fastball to hit, but stranger things have happened. The pitch from Brakefield, and it's high for a ball. Proctor with 15 RBIs on the season. Got a chance for a couple more with the hit. Salisbury at third, Marshall at second. The pitch home. Off speed, called strike 2. Another breaking ball, and that one.
The weird thing is.
I don't know if Saddle fans agreed with that, but. What's that?
Yeah, but the weird thing is, how are they walking them and they're throwing strikes on Kyler?
Well, couldn't find the zone. Now he's off speed with a couple there as this one swung on, and it's hit toward the middle. Nice backhand stop by the second baseman. His only play is the first, in time to get Proctor, but an RBI and a run scored. That one just a little bit off the end of the bat, or it would have been up the middle and scored 2. But a nice play defensively by Marlon Moore to get over there with the backhand stop and get Proctor out. 2 down. But the run scores. Now 2-0 as Cordell comes to the plate. Marshall still out there at third base. Silo's able to scrape together another run in this frame as that pitch misses high, 2-0. Manufacturing runs, which Washington has been unable to do so thus far, as that pitch is in there for a strike call. Cordell was taking all the way there. Count goes to 2-1. Marshall leads away at third. Here's Breakfield's next delivery, and it's high for ball 3. And well, problem they got now is they're going to have to face Easton Ford if Cordell gets aboard. And the next one swung on, and it's pulled foul down the left field line. Cordell got a good swing on that one, but just out in front. And the count goes full on that foul ball. So 3-2. Here's Breakfield's payoff delivery, and it's outside for ball 4. They walked him. Runners at the corners for Easton Ford, the hottest Rebel hitter right now, coming to the plate. And here comes Coach Colbeth headed to the mound once again. I don't know if he's going to make a change or just talk strategy here, because Ford is not the guy you want to see right now, and I think they're going to have a pitching change. Yep, Warriors are going to the pin. 2 outs here in the second inning. Breakfield's night is done. We'll tell you about the new Washington pitcher coming up here in just a moment. So the new pitcher here for Washington will be Liam Keltner. Keltner on the pitch. And he inherits a tough spot here with runners at the corners. Keltner is a freshman as the first pitch swung on by Ford. Hit deep to right center field. It's going to be off the wall. Another extra base hit for Easton Ford. 1 run is in. Here comes Cordell headed to the plate all the way from first base. First pitch swinging, Easton Ford drills another double off the right center field wall, and the Rebels lead 4-0. So Ford wasted little time on that one. Took Keltner's first pitch off the right center field wall. 4-0, Silo on top. And here's Carter Parker, watches the pitch inside for a ball. Well, I said didn't want to mess with Ford. He's the Rebels' hottest hitter right now, and he delivered. Next pitch to Parker is the called strike. One to one the count. Here's the next one, and it's called strike two as Keltner's hat came off. 1-2 the count. So Ford delivers once again. He's got 3 RBIs in the game, 25 for the year. He had 4 RBIs last night. Easton's racking up the RBIs right now. He is on a tear. And Silo leads 4-0 over Washington. The freshman on the mound for the Warriors. As there's a swing and miss. Got Parker to chase the high fastball on that one. Goes down swinging to end the frame, but Silo scores 3 runs on the one big Easton Ford hit. And they lead 4-0 heading to the third. Rebels up 4-0 going into the third inning. And you said last night, Asher, Easton Ford was the player of the game, and he's trying to get it again.
He's playing like it right now.
He's Ford with a couple of hits again tonight, 3 RBIs already. 3 of the 4 runs driven in by Easton Ford. Going to be 9-1-2 coming up here for Washington in this inning. Mason Thomas watches the first pitch for a ball. There's a swing and miss on that one. 1-1 the count here to Thomas, the 9-hole hitter. Next one from Proctor, and on the inside corner, just missed. 2-1. Tight strike zone here tonight. And there's strike 2 called. As Proctor piped that one down Main Street. Roxon fires here. Swing and miss. Got him. Strikeout number 4 for Kyler. That was just challenge up. Here comes the fastball. Hit it if you can. Back to the top of the Washington order. It's going to be Sutton Moore. Proctor's first pitch. Fastball swung on and pulled foul. Proctor just challenging up right now. He's on the rubber, ready to go. Here's the next one, and it misses outside. And that pitch is low. Two and one. Next one, swung on, grounded, just past Gardner down the left field line. Stays fair. Cordell over to field it quickly. His throw gets away, and that's going to allow Moore to reach second base. Cordell gunning that one to second base, and it was wide of the bag. And Moore able to advance the second on the air. Got the ground ball just to the right of Gardner down the line. And Sutton Moore advanced on the throwing error. Now in scoring position for Marlon Moore. The second baseman. Here's the pitch to him. High for a ball. That hit was the first of the game for Washington as this one is popped up to center field. Marshall is under it, makes the grab. They're going to try to tag and advance. The throw coming to third is not going to be in time. As the relay from Parker to Gardner just a little bit late. More tags and advances, but there's 2 outs in the inning. For Cam Bates, see what the Rebels do with the Warriors top hitter right here. Bates, the University of Tennessee signee, swings on the first pitch and fouls it off from Proctor. So Proctor won the first battle between the two D1 signees. He struck Bates out. Here's the ground ball through the hole, right, left side, base hit, scores a run. So Bates wins that confrontation with the hard ground ball single through the hole on the left side. Puts Washington on the board. An unearned run there, thanks to the error. Going to bring Kane Springer to the plate now. Pitch from Proctor, swung on and fouled. Back and out of play. So Bates with the RBI single to cut into the Rebel lead. It's now 4-1. Proctor's going to step off and look Bates back there at first base. Good speed. The Warrior senior over there. Here's the next pitch to Springer, and just missed off the corner. And Proctor thought that one should have been a strike, but didn't get the call there. It's 1-1. Here comes the next one. Swung on, grounded to second. Fielded on a hop there by Salisbury. Goes to the bag for the force to Parker, and the Warriors are retired. On the hard ground out, fielder's choice, Salisbury to Parker, and Bates is forced out at second. For the Warriors, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and a man left. We head to the bottom of 3. Silo leading 4-1 over Washington.
And their catcher is good.
For Silo here, heart of the order, 5, 6, 7 batters coming up here in the bottom of the third inning for the Rebels.
Man, their catcher can throw. Like he
got a pretty good arm. As Trout steps in. And the first pitch this time from Keltner misses inside for a ball. The 2026 grad on the mound for Washington, freshman, as that one's fouled off. Pretty good player, pretty good pitcher for youngster. Count 1-1 here to Trout, and he watches that one and just off the corner. A lot of those pitches look pretty good, but as I mentioned, pretty tight strike zone here tonight, both ways. 2-1 now. Next one to Trout, and it's inside for ball 3. The 3-1 to Trout, and it's high for ball 4. Trout's aboard for the second time tonight, this time a leadoff walk in the third. He reached on a single as last time before he was forced out on the ground out, or the ground ball from Reddick. And now it's going to be Colby Smith to bat, and Smith's going to hit for himself in the DH spot. So Trout aboard. Colby Smith batting for the first time, the junior at the plate. He squares and pulls back and takes the ball. Smith batting at .250. A double, a triple, a home run, 7 RBIs. Trying to move the runner over into scoring position here. The next one, it's bunted down the third base line. Good bunt there. Fielded there quickly by the third baseman, Norman, and over to first in time for the out on the sacrifice. So Smith does his job there on the sacrifice bunt. Runner in the scoring position now. As Trout out there running, Charlie Gardner back to the plate. Gardner flew out to right, gave the right fielder, Sutton Morris, some challenging moments out there. And he watches the breaking ball for a strike called on the outside corner. He's not given too many fastballs on the outside corner, but get the call on the breaking pitch. A 1 the count here to Charlie. And Keltner's going to call time. Have his catcher, Kane Springer, come out there, discuss the signs. With Trout out there at second base in scoring position. Now ready to go. Trout leads away. The pitch to Gardner is inside, gets away to the backstop. It's a wild pitch. Trout's going to advance on to third base, now 90 feet away with just 1 out. Won't take a hit to score him. We'll see if the Warriors are going to bring the infield in. I would expect so, to try to cut this run off at the plate. Already down 4-1. And here they come. Going to be on the grass. The infield in. See what Charlie can do here to try to poke one through and get that 5th run home. Here comes the 2-1 from Keltner, and it's a swing and miss. Keltner having trouble keeping his cap on. Charlie chokes up on the bat now. Here comes the next pitch. It's high. The count goes full. Keltner rocks and fires and swung on. Chopped over the head of the shortstop into center field for a base hit. So the drawn in infield backfires on Washington. Gardner chops that one over the shortstop's head and into center field. The Rebels score a run on the RBI single from Charlie Gardner. Big hit there to get that run back. Now 5-1 the lead as Britton Salisbury comes to the plate. We got time call at the plate. So a calculated gamble, and it doesn't pay off for Washington there as Gardner hits the chopper that gets over the head of the shortstop. Bates. And Salisbury takes that pitch for a strike. Seidel leading 5-1 here over Washington. Defending state champions in Class 2A and 3A meeting here tonight in Jones as Salisbury swings on that one. Pops it up. Shallow right field. Over is Moore in shallow territory. Makes the grab and fakes the throw to first. Got Salisbury to pop that one up. Marlon Moore with the snag. There's two gone. Xander Marshall back to the plate. If he should reach, and Proctor would get a chance once again with runners on. Keltner taking his time in the pitch, and it misses for a ball. Must have been a little high as that looked down the middle. 1-0 the count. The next one to Marshall, and it's called a strike. Evens it up at 1-1. We had this umpire on Thursdays. A lot of delayed calls. The 1-1 this time, it's upstairs. 2-1 to Xander. Here's Keltner's next offering. It's swung on. Grounded right side through the whole base hit. Into right field. Gardner's going to stop at second. Xander Marshall with a two-out hit to right. And that's going to give Proctor a chance here in the third with 2 on and 2 out. Last night he came up with the big 2-out hit to score a pair. So the Rebels have plated 1 in this inning. They've scored in every inning so far and threatening for more with Proctor at the plate. Facing the freshman Keltner. The look at second, pitch home, swung on and missed. Just missed on that one. They got Proctor to ground out the last time after a walk his first at bat, and he watches the breaking ball in the dirt that time. Count 1-1. Big moment here as Keltner checks second. The pitch home, and it's another breaking ball that drops in there for strike 2 called. Now Marlon Moore is going to come to the mound and talk to his teammate. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it's strike 3 called. Got him looking. Well, I don't think Proctor agreed with that one, but it's called strike 3. And the Rebel third inning ends after a run on 2 hits. 2 men left on. Move to the fourth inning now. Silo leading 5-1. Through 3 innings thus far, Silo 5 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. For Washington, 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. Proctor back out there for the fourth. Silo has scored in at least 1 in every inning thus far. 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, but left 2 big ones out there in that third inning. Had a chance to kind of break it open a little, but it's still 5-1. Middle of the order due up for Washington here in this fourth inning. 5, 6, and 7 batters. Dax McCaskill. Proctor had 55 pitches through 3 innings. Had a pretty efficient first, but not so much the last couple innings. But McCaskill will swing on the first pitch and miss on that high fastball. Here comes the next one from Kyler, and just missed off the corner. Looked pretty good once again, but as I mentioned, pretty tight zone, and the umpire's getting an earful from the Rebel dugout. Here's the next one, and it's a fastball up. 2-1. Proctor's next pitch, swing and a miss. That was high once again, but McCaskill went for it, couldn't connect. Comes the Proctor 2-2, and just missed off the corner. He thought it was strike 3. Count goes full. Payoff pitch this time, and it swung on and missed for strike 3. Got it that time. Took him an extra pitch, but gets this strikeout as Proctor notches strikeout number 5 of the evening. Wells the next batter, and he watches the first pitch inside. It's Jake Wells. Proctor's next one, high and tight, as he was bailing out of the way at that fastball. Coming up there about 90. 2-0 count. Proctor delivers, and there's a strike call. Kyler firing away the 2-1, and it swung on and fouled off the right side. Caught it late, knocked it foul and out of play. So 2-2 the count. They come with the high fastball, and they did, but it was too high to try to get Wells to offer at it. Next pitch. Just missed low. Ball 4. So the 1-out walk. Nate Roberts to the plate, the sophomore. And here comes Coach Colbeth down to talk to the umpire, home plate umpire. Coach Bowen headed to the mound. Going to take this opportunity to talk to Proctor and the infield, as we've got a runner at first base. Easton Berglund is the runner at first base.
I can barely see it.
So Berglund, the runner at first.
Wait, can that one go?
Nope. So Berglund running at first base. And the batter is Roberts, as the conference is over. Now Proctor ready to go. Snap throw to first, not in time, as Berglund gets back in. Here's Proctor's next delivery. It bounces to the backstop, and that's going to allow the runner to advance. Wild pitch that time. So that's going to take the double play possibility out of the equation. Roberts still up there. Proctor's next pitch, and it's called strike. Like he came at the off speed that time. Comes the 1-1 delivery, and just missed. Oh. Nice spot once again, but didn't get the call. Here's Proctor's next one, and it's low for ball 3. Three and 1 the count here to Roberts, with Washington threatening in the top of the fourth inning. Proctor's next pitch is a called strike. So the count goes full. Berglund leads away. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back. Proctor up to 73 pitches now here as we're in the fourth. Payoff delivery, swung on. This one is drilled to center, but right at Xander Marshall, who makes the grab and is going to get that one in. Roberts drilled it right back up the middle, but right to Marshall on that liner. Two down. For the next batter, it's Cade Norman. Norman, the junior third baseman for Washington. Proctor's first delivery to him is high. Norman struck out looking his last time up. That ended the second, and pitch just missed for a ball. Silo crowd didn't like it. Two-0 here to Norman. Pitch home, and it's going to be a called strike on the inside corner. Just never know.
That was a little bit not really a strike.
Well,
but
it's kind of a little bit inconsistent here, as that one is going to be a called strike on the outside corner. The Washington crowd not happy. It counts 2-2. Umpires hearing it from all sides. Here comes the 2-2 delivery and breaking ball that just misses high. Proctor thought it was strike three, but I do think that one was stayed high. Didn't drop in there.
if they counted that as a strike, their crowd would probably go nuts right now.
The look at second, payoff pitch, swung on. This one's hit in the air to right center field. Racing over is Marshall, and they're going to make the catch in the gap. Xander showed off his wheels there, as that one looked like it was headed for the gap and extra bases, but Marshall on the dead sprint runs it down to end the fourth inning for Washington. Another dandy defensive play for the Warriors in the inning. No runs, no hits, a man left. We move on to the bottom of four. Silo still up 5-1. Two, three, and four batters coming up here for Silo in the bottom of the fourth inning. Connor Cordell to start things and watches that pitch low for a ball. Keltner back out there for Washington on the mound. Next delivery, and it's a breaking ball that drops in there for a called strike.
That was right on the side.
Yeah, right there on the corner, called a strike. Next one from Keltner, swung on, and that's fouled off the right side, not a play. Cordell, sacrifice bunt and a walk thus far. But he's behind in the count at 1-2. The red-hot Easton Ford on deck for Silo. Here's the Keltner pitch. Stays high.
They're probably going to be very nervous when Easton's going to hit.
See if Cordell can get on base for him. Here's Keltner's next one. It's high and away. Ball three. The count goes full. So we'll see if there'll be a base runner when Ford comes to the plate this time. The payoff pitch swung on and fouled. Cordell knocked that one foul off the right side. Now of play. Keltner still trying to get his sign. Now has the one he likes. The 3-2, and it's just missed. Oh, man, that looked
really good.
Ooh, that looked, catcher held it there in the middle of the plate. It's called ball 4. The Washington crowd extremely unhappy. So a leadoff walk to Cordell brings Ford to the plate, the red-hot Easton Ford. 3 RBIs already tonight, 4 last night. He's got a man on with Cordell. 2 hits already this evening, and he takes the first pitch on the off the outside corner for a ball. Well, that one looked pretty good again, but as I mentioned, the strike zone extremely tight this evening. Both ways. There's a quick throw to first, not in time, as Cordell diving back in. See how careful they want to be here with Easton. Cordell goes, and the pitch is a called strike. He steals second as the throw was late. They came with the off speed, and Cordell was able to steal the bag. He's in scoring position now. Big stolen base there for Connor Cordell. His 6th of the season. Now a runner at second. Ford has another RBI chance. The look at second, pitch home, it's in the dirt. Well, they've got a base open. They could pitch around him, but don't know what Washington wants to do here. Silo threatening again in the 4th. Cordell leads away. Kellner's pitch high upstairs for ball 3. So this will be the telling pitch, more than likely.
I'm surprised the coach hasn't went to the mound yet, because he's just throwing balls in.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Here's Keltner's 3-1, and it's low for ball 4. Ford didn't get anything to hit there. And going to have a meeting. Actually, it's going to be the third baseman, as Norman's going to come over and talk to Keltner. 2 on, nobody out. Walks to Cordell and Ford. Brings Carter Parker to the plate here in the 4th. See what Coach Bowen elects to do. He squares and takes high for ball 1. Well, they may square it a bunt, but I would be surprised if he doesn't at least take a strike at this juncture after back-to-back walks. Here's the pitch. He does bunt it down the third base line, but foul.
It looked like it was fair, but it just moved over.
Yep. Got out a little bit in front of it. May have tried to get out of the box a little bit too quickly that time for Carter. Silo threatening with 2 on and nobody out. Bottom of 4. Keltner still checking the runner. Pitch home, and it's high for a ball as Parker pulls back off the bunt attempt. 2-1 the count. Wheels are turning on both sides. First baseman all the way in. Here he comes, and that's a strike called as Parker pulls the bat back, and it's a strike call there on the outside corner that time. The throw went to second, but diving back in was Cordell. Count is even at 2-2, and here comes Coach Bowen headed down to talk to the umpire. Ask him if it was that called on the bunt attempt or the pitch. But the count is 2-2 now. See if Parker swinging away here. Keltner taking a lot of time. Here's the pitch, and it just missed outside for the count to go full. So, well, could Coach Bowen put him in motion? He does, and the pitch swung on, and it's hit high in the air to center field. Back is the center fielder and going to make the catch. Thomas makes the grab. For the first out. So they did, the runners were going on the full count pitch, but Parker flies out to deep center. Cordell had to retreat. So the Rebels were gambling there. Brings Josh Trout to the plate. And he squares and, well, he squares and takes the strike, but a balk is called before the pitch, and runners are going to move up, so that's going to do the job and move both runners into scoring position. Won't take a hit from Trout to score. Infield's going to have to come in after the second balk called on Washington tonight. Here's the first pitch now, and gets away from the catcher to the backstop. And Cordell's going to hold and stay at third base. I don't know if he ever saw that one. I was expecting him coming home, but held there at third as that ball got just over the tip of the catcher's glove to the backstop. So the infield in on the grass. Trout in a big spot for a couple RBIs. If he could shoot one through here. The 1-0 pitch swung on, and that's fouled off the right side. Well out of play. Trout has a hit already tonight. Here's the 1-1. He squares. He bunts down the third baseline. It's a squeeze on, and the Rebels are going to score on the squeeze by the Rebel catcher, Josh Trout. The squeeze was on as Cordell was coming on the pitch, and Trout got it down the third baseline fair, and he's going to get a bunt single out of it as the third baseman, Norman, slipped coming in, trying to field that. I don't think they were expecting the squeeze there, but they got it from the Rebel catcher, Josh Trout. Great execution once more. Silo tacks on a run. It's 6-1. Still just one out. Runners at the corners, and Colby Smith to the plate. They could bunt again, and the pitch is high for a ball. So a great squeeze bunt there by the catcher, Josh Trout, to score the run. Silo has scored in every inning thus far tonight. Manufacturing runs. Here this evening, while Washington has left several stranded. Here's the 1-0 now to Colby Smith, and it's high for a ball. Washington crowd not happy as the umpire, John, with the crowd now. Infield is back in the middle, looking for the double play. Still in at the corners. Here comes the 2-0 to Colby, and it's high for ball 3. Well, I'm sure the take will be on here on 3-0. And he watches that pitch for a strike called. So Ford, the runner at third. Trout over there at first base. The 3-1 pitch here to Smith. It's a strike called. Count goes full. Rebels trying to add another run here. And they're going to pull the third to first move, but nothing doing. Trying to see if Trout was going to be breaking early to second. Here comes the payoff pitch. It's swung on, and it's popped up. Left side of the infield on the edge of the outfield grass is Bates. He's going to make the catch for the second out. So the pop out to Bates. Runner still at the corners. Charlie Gardner steps to the plate. 2 down. And Trout starts to go. Stays at first as Gardner takes the strike. Rebels have manufactured another run here in this inning. It's 6-1. Kellner trying to work out of any further jam. Trout goes as the pitch is fouled off by Gardner. That was a very late swing by Charlie. Almost in the glove of the catcher when he fouled that one off. Trout was moving. Let's see if he's going again here with 2 strikes. And he's going early. Here goes the throw to second base, the tag, and he's called out. Trout looked like he was tagged on his back, but they call him out as the out is recorded in the frame. Trout stealing early. Silo picks up a run on 1 hit. And they leave a man stranded. As we go to the 5th inning now, it's the Rebels 6 and the Warriors 1. Four innings in the books here. Silo leading 6-1 in this battle of defending state champions. Washington, a dangerous team. So they're still not out of it here. Down just 6-1 in the going into the 5th inning. Warriors 18-2 on the season. Silo coming in at 14-4. And Proctor back out there on the mound for Silo. He's pitched 4 innings thus far. Has allowed 1 run on 2 hits, struck out 5, walked 4. And it's 9-1-2 in the order coming up. Big inning here for Washington. Mason Thomas, the leadoff batter, and he watches the first pitch upstairs for a ball. Proctor at 80 pitches through 4 innings. Here's the next one from Kyler. Swung on. That's drilled to left center field, and that's going to get down and rolling all the way to the wall. Marshall gets over there to field it, but leadoff double by the 9-hole Mason Thomas. Jumped on that delivery on that 1-0 pitch and drilled it to the left center gap. So as I mentioned, Washington, dangerous squad. capable of exploding at any time, and they get a leadoff double here and bring the top of the order back up. So Thomas with the leadoff double, and it's going to be Sutton Moore to the plate. Proctor checks second. There's the pitch. It's high and tight, nearly hitting. Here's the next one, and that one missed off the corner, called a ball. So 2-0 the count. Coach Bowen not happy with that one. As I said, both sides hadn't been real happy with the umpiring here tonight. That's high and tight, 3-0. Washington threatening here. Here comes Coach Bowen back to the mound. Rebels relief options are somewhat limited here tonight. Easton Ford not available. He threw on Thursday. Carter Parker's not available through last night. Next two options of their main guys in relief have been either Josh Trout, the catcher, or Colby Smith. Both threw on Tuesday, but are eligible to pitch tonight. So the conference is over. So the dangerous part of the Washington order coming up here. As I mentioned, this is a big inning for the Warriors. To try to cut into this silo lead. 3-0 the count. The pitch to Moore, and it's in the dirt for a ball. Ball 4. The first two have reached in the fifth inning for Washington. It's going to bring Marlon Moore to the plate. Proctor looks at second, pitch home, and it's a breaking ball that drops in there for a strike. If he starts going with more off speed, has not been getting too many calls with the fastball anywhere on the corners. Here's a breaking ball, and oh, that just missed, apparently. Count even to 1-1. Rebels would love a double play here. Here's the next one. Swung on grounder. Right to Parker at short. Goes to second for one. On to first. There's the double play. Ask and you shall receive, Asher.
Receive. Oh. Uh-oh.
Rebels were said they would love a double play right there, and they got a ground ball right to Parker, who tossed to second for one.
Well, they can try to get a hit or something, but that's just going to cause an out. So there's really nothing they can do.
So the double play, pitcher's best friend there. Runner moves to third, however. But there's two outs with Cam Bates coming to the plate. He fouls off that pitch. This has been a interesting battle with Bates and Proctor, the two D1 signees. Proctor struck him out the first time. Bates got a single his last time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. See if Proctor can get out of this jam here in the fifth. 0-2 count. Here's Proctor's next delivery. Swung on. High fastball. Hit to left. Cornell is under it. Going to make the catch. Bates went after the fastball up and out of the zone and flies out to left field to end the 5th inning. Dangerous anytime Bates hits one, but he got under that one and flies out to left. And Washington goes scoreless in that frame after a promising start for the Warriors. Once again, they can't come up with the clutch hit. No runs, 1 hit, a man left at third. We head to the bottom of 5, and Silo leading 6-1. So we're set for the bottom of the 5th inning here. Charlie Gardner was left at the plate when the last out was recorded. He's back up there, hits a ground ball, first pitch to second. Fielded there by Moore, goes to first in time. There's one gone. Next batter is going to be Brenton Salisbury. And Salisbury swings and misses on that pitch from Keltner. Here's the next one, low and away. And Keltner misses again. Low, it's 2-1. Keltner delivers outside for ball 3. And the 3-1 pitch coming to Salisbury is swung on and missed. May have just got a piece of that one, but the count runs full. Keltner ready to go with the payoff delivery, and it's swung on and skied high to right field. That may have been ball 4. That looked like it was up, but Salisbury went after it and flies out to right. So 2 quickly out here in the bottom of the 5th brings Xander Marshall to the plate. Keltner has settled things down a little bit, but Rebels maybe headed for their first scoreless inning of the night. 2 down, nobody on, but there's a ground ball signal through the hole as Marshall goes the other way. Xander with the ground single. Seeing eye single through the right side, and the Rebels have a base runner for Kyler Proctor. So Marshall gets aboard. For Proctor coming to the plate. That's Xander's second hit of the night. Here's the pitch to Kyler, and it's high for a ball. He got called out on strikes his last time up, with a big chance to add to the lead. Now up with 2 outs. And a runner at first. We got time called, and ball's out there on the field. Got activity in the Rebel bullpen. As it looks like it is Trout loosening up in case he's needed. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, grounded toward short. Fielded there by Bates. Goes to second for the force. And that'll end the inning for the Rebels. Hard ground ball off the bat of Proctor, but they get the out at second. And Sato goes down without a run for the first time in the game in that inning. In the fifth, no runs, 1 hit, and a man left. As we go to the 6th inning here from Jones in this tournament championship game, Silo leading 6-1 over Washington. So, Kyler Proctor, 92 pitches for Proctor through 5 innings. He's still a little bit away from the pitch limit in one contest. Got the heart of the order, middle of the order coming up here for Washington. 4, 5, and 6 due up here in the 6th. As I mentioned, Josh Trout was loosening up in the bullpen between innings. Probably would be the one in relief if the Rebels have to go in relief of Proctor to close this one. So Kane Springer will lead things off for Washington. And Proctor's first pitch up and in, the fastball. Here's the next one, and that misses off the corner. 2-0. Springer struck out swinging his first time up. Here's the next one, and it's inside for ball 3. Springer grounded into a fielder's choice to end the inning in the 3rd as well. Back up here leading off the 6th, and he's got a 3-0 count. The pitch from Proctor is a strike call. Took something off that one, as Springer was taking all the way. Rebels got a big ground ball double play in the last inning, and that pitch misses off the corner. It's ball 4. Both teams battling the pretty small strike zone here tonight. Got a runner at first. It's going to be the courtesy runner for Washington as Dax McCaskill comes to the plate. A leadoff walk here in inning number 6. Proctor delivers home, and it's a strike call. Proctor battling through despite not getting the benefit of some calls here. Here's a snap throw to first, not in time. And back in safely was the runner. Rebels got a big double play in their last inning. Another one here would be nice. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a breaking ball that misses low. 6-1 is the Silo lead. Next pitch, and no, that tried the inside corner and couldn't get that one. And Proctor thought that one was a strike as well. Not getting too many calls on the corners tonight, either way. Time called, and let's see what the umpire's doing here. He's writing something down, and now he's going to talk to Coach Bowen. I think he was getting an earful from the Rebel dugout again. The count 2-1. Still talking. Over toward the first base dugout. Don't think they're going to get the umpire to agree. But making it tough on the pitchers tonight. So ready to go here again. 2-1 the count. And the Proctor pitch swung on, and that's fouled. Out of play off the right side. Count evens at 2-2 here to McCaskill. Runner leads away at first. Here's Proctor's next pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. He got the call there as McCaskill goes down looking. Went with the curveball and got him looking as Proctor records strikeout number 6. Next batter is Wells, and he watches the first one for strike 1. Here's the next one. That's another curveball that misses low. Count even at 1-1. Next pitch from Proctor. Swing and a miss. I think he was. It was a changeup, I think.
Yeah.
As Wells was way out in front that time. They went with the changeup. Count goes to 1-2.
Just throwing it in the strike zone.
Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Another breaking ball as he gets him looking. Second straight batter goes down looking at the strike 3 breaking pitch. So Proctor goes with the curveball twice in a row to get the big strikeouts. There's 2 gone here in the 6th. Nate Roberts, the next batter. Runner still at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
I guess he looked like he found something.
Yeah, he had him fooled twice in a row. Those 2 strike pitches. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with the fastball that time. And Roberts couldn't connect. The count now 0-2. Proctor trying to get out of another inning here after the leadoff walk. Here's the 0-2. It's way outside, off the glove of Trout, gets to the backstop, and that's going to move the runner into scoring position. It was way outside and just off the glove of Trout. But the bad part is now a runner in scoring position. If Roberts could get a hit, see if Proctor can find something again with 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. He got 3 in a row, Asher.
Man.
Struck out 3 in a row on curveballs. Looking. I don't know what they were expecting, as that's 3 guys in a row that saw the same thing. Proctor strikes out 3 in a row to end the frame.
They're probably shocked how he's just throwing that now. He's like, he found something like he wasn't even expecting it when he was throwing it.
So Proctor with the another strikeout to end the inning. 3 strikeouts in a row for Connor. And we head to the bottom of 6. It's 6-1 Silo.
Man, that's surprising. Well, if he does it again next inning, it's probably. But.
Well, Proctor.
He's going to try to do good, though.
He went to the breaking pitch 3 times in a row with 2 strikes and got 3 Warriors in a row looking at strike 3. Kyler now 110 pitches through 6 innings. 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. Rebels 3 outs away. And Connor Cordell takes the first pitch for a strike. Here comes the next one from Keltner, and that's outside. Cordell trying to get aboard with the red-hot Easton Ford on deck. And the pitch swung on, grounded to third, fielded nicely there by the third baseman, Norman, and his throw over in time. So McCaskill picks that one nicely. There's 1 out. Hard ground out to third. So Ford comes up with nobody on. Trout loosening up again in the Silo bullpen. Here's the breaking ball pitch to Ford, and it's low.
This whole game, they tried to be careful with Easton.
Well, they hadn't had a whole lot of success doing it. Here's the 1-0 now. Swung on, hard ground ball to short. Fielded there, backhand stop by Bates, and the throw over is in time. They got him there, but that was a hard ground ball, as Bates had to make a backhand stop and throws him out at first base. There's 2 gone in the 6th. With Carter Parker headed to the plate. Swings on this one. He drives it to right field. Headed for the wall. It's off the wall. Parker rounding first, headed for second. The throw coming in, and it is in time. Nice play by Moore out there, as he got over there quickly to that one off the wall and throws Parker out, trying to stretch it into a double. So Parker gets the single on it. I think he hit that one so hard off the wall that gave more time to get over there. So Moore to Bates with the out. Silo retired in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, a hit.
Well,
nobody left.
Here they're probably just gonna try hard. I mean, like they have. That's the only way for them to win.
Now here we go to the 7th. Silo with a 5-run lead. 3 outs to go here in the championship game from Jones. So here we go to the seventh inning. We've got a new pitcher for Silo. It's Josh Trout on to try to close this out in the seventh. Rebels with a 5-run lead, and Connor Proctor will go to short. Trout moves to the mound. Carter Parker to third base, and the new catcher is going to be Jarrett House. On the season, Josh Trout making his 4th appearance. His 3rd in relief. He has a 2-0 record, 10 2/3 innings pitched, has allowed 3 runs, none earned on 7 hits, struck out 7, walked 6. 0 the earned run average, as none of those 3 runs have been earned against Trout. And he's on to try to close this out, facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to start this 7th inning for Washington. So we'll see what Trout can do. Proctor was up to 110 pitches through 6, and there's a breaking ball. It drops in there for a strike call as Cade Norman takes the first pitch. Here comes the next one. Trout, another breaking pitch, and it's fouled off. Trout, he's got a really good curveball. He just hadn't had a whole lot of time on the mound. It's a big spot for the senior, trying to close this out against the defending 3A state champions. Here's the 0-2. Another breaking pitch, swung on, popped up behind second. Proctor is over, makes the grab. Proctor with the grab behind the bag at second. There's 1 gone in the 7th. So the 9-hole is up. Mason Thomas, he had the big double his last time up, and there's the first pitch strike called for Trout.
He hasn't thrown a single ball yet. He looks like he has the hot hand.
Well, they're going to need Trout down the stretch. There's one swung on, and it's laced into the left for a base hit. I'd have left that one up for Josh. And Thomas has his 2nd hit of the contest. That's a single to left. Brings the top of the order to the plate with 1 out here in the 7th. Rebels with a 5-run cushion. And it's Sutton Moore as that pitch in the dirt, blocked by House. Now he's going to go out to the mound and talk to Trout. Be a big win for the Rebels if they can pull it off and take home another tournament championship with a key stretch coming up early next week. Here's Trout's next delivery. Swung on, grounded, left side through the hole, base hit. Proctor was playing toward the middle, heading for third. The throw in time. They got him at third.
He's out of there.
Thomas tried to stretch it and challenge Cordell in left field, and he's thrown out trying to get to third base. Oh, that's a mistake. Bad mistake, base running, as he's getting an earful from Coach Colbert down there. So they single by Moore, but Thomas is thrown out at third. Parker with the tag there. There's 2 gone in the 7th with Marlon Moore at the plate. As I was talking about, early next week, the Rebels have another couple of big tests. At home Monday, they will face Calera, and then before traveling to Roth on Tuesday for the rematch with the Roth Tigers, as there's a breaking ball. It stays high. So 2 gone here in the 7th. Trout trying to close it out. The 1-0 from Josh, and it bounces away to the backstop. Here goes Sutton Moore to second base. That'll take out the force. On the wild pitch. Here's Trout's next delivery. Swung on, and it's lined into right field. Bounces in front of Colby Smith. Here comes the throw headed to the plate, and they're going to hold the runner. Runners at the corners now. That line single there by Moore keeps the Warriors alive. But the base running mistake may be costly. 2 down. Cam Bates steps to the plate. The Tennessee signee. And he swings on the first pitch and drills it deep to left. Cordell's back at the wall, and he's going to make the grab for the third out.
She gone.
Cordell makes the catch at the wall. Bates gave it a ride, but came up empty, and the Rebels win it 6-1. And knock off the defending 3A state champions. Silo with the tournament championship as they, with the 3-0 run through the tournament, allow just 2 runs in 3 games and pick up the victory, number 15 on the season. A big win for the Rebels here tonight. Cordell got back to the wall and came in just a couple of steps and made the catch as Bates got just under that one. And the Rebels win it. And they're going to be presented the championship trophy. From the Bo Durant Invitational. After a rough week last week, the Rebels have turned the corner and back to Silo baseball this week as they win the Rugged Jones tournament here tonight. As the championship trophy being presented to the Rebels out there, and none other than Easton Ford gets the trophy. Think he's earned it, Asher?
Yeah, he did. He played like the player and also at hitting.
Yep. Probably the MVP of the tournament, Easton Ford, as he had another great game at the plate tonight. Rebels win the championship. Connor Proctor with the win on the mound, goes 6 innings as he allows 1 run on 3 hits. Struck out 8, walked 6 with that shaky strike zone all night long, but managed to work out of jams and hold Washington at bay, except for the 1 inning when Bates got the 2-out hit. Trout with 1 inning of scoreless relief to close things out at the plate for Silo. They end up with 9 hits in the contest. Easton Ford leads the way. He had a single, a double, 3 RBIs once again tonight after the 4 RBI performance last night in the semifinals. Xander Marshall had 2 big hits as well. Josh Trout with 2 hits in the contest and 1 RBI. Carter Parker with 2 hits in the game as well. And Charlie Gardner had the final hit and 1 RBI. 9 hits in total. 2 for Ford, 2 for Parker, 2 for Trout, 2 for Marshall, and 1 for Gardner tonight. Silo improves to 15-4 on the season, and as I mentioned, they'll be back at home. They've been on the road a while. I don't know. It's been a while. I can't even remember the last home game. I guess it was before the Token tournament on senior night against Colbert. But the Rebels back at home on Monday. They'll face Calera. 4:30 the scheduled start time for that one before they travel to Roth on Tuesday for the 5 o'clock start and showdown with Roth on Tuesday as well. So that's going to about do it. For my main man, Asher, on commentary, I'm Kevin Farr. saying goodnight from Jones, where the Rebels win the championship 6-1 over Washington.